Welcome. This is Dad Mentality. I am Rodney Glover. I'm your host. So we're going to tell you a little bit about ourselves. So that's all. You'll definitely learn more about us as this podcast goes on. I'm grateful that I'm excited about it. I'm excited about what we're getting ready to get into and what we're going to start. The thing is, I've been blessed with a lot of friends that all are great men and dads. But I found that we don't talk to each other enough.
There is a difference between being a good man and being good at being a man.
He was about all these motorcycles, all these cars, everything I can think of,
I wouldn't change a thing. Like some things you look at me like, wow, but honestly, man, I wouldn't change it. We experience and those things, ultimately make us who we are. That's what I believe. Like,
Hello. It's your boy, the Beast One. Welcome to another week of Dad Mentality. I'm glad I am here to join y'all another week. Y'all know, of course, I don't do this by myself. I got my man, A.M.MORNIng. We've known each other since we was playing in the sandbox back in the day. We ran the streets. Now we run this podcast. Vance Robs, a.k.a. Coach. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing today?
Man, doing great. So, of course, we also got, the man, even though Bitcoin did dip a little bit, we ain't going to say too much. I'm still going to give him his props because y'all know him as the diversified hustler. Also, if the ice cream man, come see him at the store, get your ice cream, get your shirts, your shades. We still waiting on with that wealthy and blessed. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to get our apparel, but he's still with us. Our man, Matty Ice Cold Crypto. What's up, Matty Ice?
Man, what's good, man? Feeling great. Happy to be here tonight, man. And Bitcoin did dip, so that's when it's a good time to buy. Everything don't go up in a straight line. You know what I'm saying? So, hey.
Okay, fellas. Well, we got a special co-host to me. This young lady I literally met this year and has actually become one of my close friends very quickly. Now, I'm going to give y'all just a quick backstory of how I met her. I went to a comedy show. I was sitting there chilling, hanging out, and all of a sudden she did a at the comedy show, they was missing the alcohol I needed. It was kind of too much of light refreshments. And she did a bit where she pulled some 1800 tequila out of her chest area. And that made my day. So me and my wife pulled out our shot glasses. We had some of her 1800 tequila we comically called titty juice, and it was great. So me and my wife took shots of her titty juice, and then we found out that not only is she a comedian, she's an author. We bought her book. Her book is Shades of Blue. Got it right here for y'all. And she also hosted her own podcast daily, Monday through Friday talk show at 10:30 called Mac in the Morning. It's my girl, Athena McFarland, which I just know her as Reese. So that was my first time actually saying her real name. But Reese, how you doing today, Reese? Glad you finally made the show. Finally here.
Nice to be here. Correction, I met you last year, 2023. And the name is Althea McFarland, like Althea Gibson.
Okay.
But you could call me Reese.
Yeah, I've called you Reese ever since I met you. So I that was the first time I think I actually looked at your last name. I was like, hold on, I should have been more prepared. But you know how we do here. We just keep it moving. It's all fun. But thank you for joining us today. And we'll definitely get more into your story, but we're going to go ahead and get into this Twitch mental health check-in, where the mental health check-in is very important to us because you need to check on your people, know how their mental health is important to this show because you never know how people are really feeling unless you talk to them and ask them and get that and really care also. So, every week we do our mental health check-in where we give a rating from 0 to 10, how our week's going, what we're looking forward to, and, what's coming up to, help us with our mental health. Coach, you want to go ahead and start for us today, man?
Yeah, I mean, I'll kick it off. I'm probably about 8 this week. You know what I'm saying? I had a pretty good week last week. Everything at work went well. You know what I'm saying? Everything in the household, you know what I'm saying, has been going pretty good. I've been kind of hitting some of the goals, personal goals with health and everything that I wanted to hit as the month ended in January. So a good start to the year. Also, my son turned 18 on Saturday. So
happy birthday.
Got another grown child, you know what I mean? Which is, you know what I'm saying, we got a chance to celebrate him in his own way. So we went out to eat, you know what I'm saying, went to a couple places that he wanted to go in. My son is pretty simple, so he doesn't want much, probably the most obedient kid in this world, you know what I mean, which is good for a boy. You don't get that, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely happy for him. He actually really impressed me this week because he's a homeschool kid and he's a senior. But he did his own review with the county. So I didn't even have to go to the meeting. He went to the county, had the county review all his work, did everything on his own. He's like, you don't even got to come in here. So that was a good thing, kind of saved me from acting a fool. So, you know what I'm saying? The week was pretty good. My oldest got back on track with her finances. She actually started filling out a budget, and we started going through things over the last 2 times she's gotten paid. She's called me on the dot, hasn't spent a dime, and we did the budget before she started touching money. So she's progressing, still got a ways to go. The younger kids are pretty good, and the wife is really good too. So Valentine's Day is coming up, so she's extra nice over the last couple weeks, you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? It was actually a pretty good week for me. The Ravens lost. You know what I mean?
So you ain't had to wear that hat.
Spend no money. You know what I'm saying? On no hat or no jersey. So I had a pretty good week, needless to say. Yeah,
all right.
8.
All right, before you go, Matt, I'm gonna go ahead and get in here so that I can, because mine ain't that great. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it what it is. I mean, it is great in the grand scheme of things, but this is one thing that we talk about the show. Last week we talked about depression. And it's one thing that, especially with men, you never know what men are going through. We hide it a lot, this, that, and other. But today is the anniversary of my mother's funeral. Not her death. She died on the 31st, but today would have been the funeral. And all this week I've been feeling off, and I've been trying to figure it out. And, I knew what it was, but you try to say to yourself that, you're going to do different. You're not going to let it affect you. And to be honest with you, you just can't control it. When it's a person that strong into your life, like, you can try your best to really say I'm better, but beyond, the best thing to really do is really say you're not. And for me personally, that has been, because I kept on telling myself I was going to be better until I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I'll be honest with y'all today. Today I've cried 3 times. You know what I'm saying? And I had to get it out. I'm getting ready to tear up right now. And even though I start this show, I do what I'm doing, I give this face out to the world. I did a Reese's show earlier today. Never would think that I was, going through something. But we do as men. And I just want to say out to everybody, just the people who listen or whoever's listening, that sometimes the strongest man needs someone. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I always look to God and try to keep that as my focus, but sometimes I just need somebody to check in on me. So check in on your people, man. It don't matter how strong you think they are. You look at these people and they have to be pillars in this world. But guess what? We're people. We're the strongest man is still a person. You know what I'm saying? So remember that. Remember that when you're looking at them. Remember that when and even when they're going through things, you know what I'm saying, that sometimes you just got to take a step back and say it's okay. So for me personally, I'm saying it's okay. It's okay that I'm not good today, that today is not a good day for me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to continue doing my show. I'm going to continue having fun with you guys. I just wanted to bring down the mood really quickly so that we can go back up. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I want to tell y'all guys, I love you. We've been doing this show for a long time. And this, you know, we're getting ready to finish up this season. And, you know, but this has been a healing place for me in some way that I'm safe. I'm sure y'all will probably fry me later, which I'm okay with. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, you got to take care of yourself, and it's okay to not be okay. That's my word for everybody. It's okay to not be okay. You know what I'm saying? Because we all go through something. We're all human. So before today, or, you know, whatever, I was at a good 8.2. I'm going to still say that, you know, life is good. I've dealt with a few things this week and things have come up. But you know what? In the grand scheme of things, man, life is good. It's going to move on. My kids are good. My family's healthy. I got money in the bank. Hopefully, if everything goes in April, I'll be going to Indonesia. That's what I keep on thinking about because I can't wait to go on that trip because I need a vacation bad. So I'm gonna give it a score of all things aside. I'm still gonna give it a score of about a 7.5. I'm gonna leave it about there. A little bit better than average because everybody else is good. I'm just not good today. But you know, I'll be good after this show. This will be my healing place. And let's have some fun and talk some things. So anyway, Matty Ice, you next. All right, Matty Ice. Hey!
There she go.
There she go. With a Guap Chasers apparel that I don't got my shirt yet. I ain't got my shirt. Where's mine? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your dad be stingy. We on the show every week. We ain't getting nothing. Don't get nothing. It's coming soon.
He trade you on that one.
He done been in the store, man. He got some Guap Chasers, man. Come on.
All right, go ahead. What's your go ahead, give your joint, Matty.
I'm having a pretty good week. I'm gonna say I've been coasting at that 7 for like the last few weeks. I'm gonna say I'm at an 8 this week, 8.5. Just got the month started off right. With some things that I've been trying to get on top of. So started those things, getting back on my health kick, getting up in the morning, getting some exercise in. Back to doing some of my routine, some of the things that I know I should do. And it actually got my week starting off right. New opportunities have presented themselves this week. Had some good meetings this week. And some new things that should be rolling out in March for both businesses. You know, ice cream, Matty Ice, as well as with Wealthy and Bless, some new items dropping and doing some things in April. I mean, in March,
you know,
with the company. So just feeling good. So I'm at an 8.5 this weekend, trying to ride it like this all year long. You know, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be some things that come about, but overall, man, I'm kind of very optimistic and feeling good about what's going on and coming for this spring and summer. And it was Groundhog's Day this week, and it was you know, so spring should be here early. So I'm just looking for some great things for 2024. And it seems, you know, the year has this month. I'm gonna say this month because the first month of the year I was kind of refocusing. Some people like do their resolution, then they jump start right on January 1st. My January was for planning. I did more planning and strategizing in January to for the year, and I started my year pretty much on February 1st, and yeah, but I'm feeling good.
Okay. Hey, you know, Reese travels all throughout the DMV. If she had a nice, wealthy and blessed sweat, you know, hoodie to be wearing when she traveling all through, you know, she could drum up some business. I would think, right, Reese? What you think?
That's right. I style it on the stage. Like what? I got
definitely.
coming up.
Hey, we got some freshness in. I'm gonna have to get your information. I can see if we can get you something. You know,
there we
man.
go.
And you can try some of that ice cream, man. We got some of the from DMV's famous banana pudding ice cream, best cookies and cream, and you know, yeah, we do all types of flavors. So, yeah, definitely check us out.
Okay, definitely.
Okay. All right, Reese, it's your turn to give us your grade for the week. How you feeling? Tell us what you're looking forward to. Tell us, all the things that's coming up there and where your rating is between 0 and 10.
Well, honestly, when I first came, my rating was like a 5. I was feeling kind of off today, but being on the show with you guys and just getting there from dealing with the children at the Legacy Theater, I mean, it boosted up. I go through depression until March. When the spring hit, that's when I usually lighten up, and it's because I'm missing my parents too. My parents was my grandparents, and it's hard getting through these holidays, getting hard through the new year. And my grandfather and my cousin all passed in January 13th, and just so you get through a grief for that. One passed the 11th, one passed the 13th, and you get through this grief. And I'm still single, and Valentine's Day get ready to come up. And that what reminds everybody that you single, you hear they get ready to do this, they get ready to do that. And I'm like this, okay. So I was feeling a little down, but being like I said, going to work this evening and seeing you guys, seeing Coach and Maddie Ice and the Beast, it really made my day. And Rodney, you made my morning. I was down this morning. I was off, and I did not know you was feeling some kind of way because he was laughing. He was joning on everybody on the panel, jokes, cutting them up. Yeah. He was good. So he picked me up.
When I'm feeling down, I lash out at people. That's how I feel better. Well, go ahead.
So I'll give it a 10 now, thanks to you guys. You gave me the extra points, so thank you.
Well, I appreciate that. I definitely do appreciate that. So we're gonna get into our topics real quick. This is our last show of the season where we're gonna give our segments. So we're gonna do our segments real quick so that we can then get into talking to Reese more about all the things that she do. During these segments, Reese, you can definitely join if you have any questions or anything like that. But we just talk about certain things. So we're gonna go ahead and start it off with Coach in our Money Matters segment.
When am I going to get my money, Franklin?
What money? Oh, wait a minute. You talking about the money? The money that I owe you. I'm going to pay you, man. Look at me, man. You know I'm going to pay you. And I got your phone calls when you call. Every time you call, I try to call. Somebody stole my phone. Stole my goddamn phone. Can you believe that shit?
When am I going to get my money, Franklin?
All right, Coach. Got it on loop. Hold on. All
right, Money Matters today, man. I'm going to try and get ahead of the game because I know you folks out here, you know what I'm saying, getting all your paperwork together and everything to start filing these taxes. You know what I mean? So we're going to talk about tax refunds because I know y'all ready to spend the refund. Some of y'all have already spent the refund, probably.
Yeah, that refund was spent in November.
That's what I'm saying. So I know y'all, but let's talk about a couple of things we can do with our refund. So one, if you ain't getting a refund, hopefully you save your money to pay the man, because the one thing you don't want to be in is debt to the IRS, right? But there's a couple different ways you can spend your money with the refund. One, file your taxes on time. Some key dates that you have out there, of course, is April 15th. That's the key date, you know what I'm saying, for everybody, individual, some LLCs and so forth. But another key date that some people don't know about is March 15th, and that is for S corporations. You need to file your taxes a month early when you start dealing with your corporations and all of that, if you have that out there. Just make sure you check the date and you file accordingly. Second thing is what to do with your refund. You know what I mean? There's many different ways, many different things that you can do with your refund. A couple key things that I want to put out there is one, 9 times out of 10, whatever you want to buy with your tax refund, it probably ain't worth it. You just been wanting it for a while or whatever. But first off, take a look at your emergency fund. There's always going to be something that come up. As you guys know, your car always start coughing and choking right around the time when you get your tax refund, right? So, you know what I mean? And it's either before or it's after. So put some money in your emergency funds out there. You know what I'm saying? Come up with a percentage that works for you. It can be 50%, it can be 30%, but you know what I'm saying, rule of thumb, you know what I'm saying, throw 30% to the side of whatever you get from your refund. From there, a couple other different ways, and I'll run through it quick. You can send, you know what I'm saying, break it down, budget it out, and send some money to savings. You can also pay off some of them high interest debt credit cards for some of you guys. You can also give yourself a refund from Christmas because Rodney overspent. You know what I mean? You can do all of that stuff. Plus, Rodney's going to Indonesia. So I already know where his tax refund is going. You know what I mean? So you can also utilize your tax refund to fund your retirement. You know what I'm saying? You can put it in a brokerage account and actually invest your tax refund and let your money make money. The reality of the fact is that your tax refund isn't truly planned money. Nobody knows the exact amount of money they're going to get back on their refund until they actually do their taxes, unless you're really good at tracking how much coming out throughout the entire fiscal year, and then you still may not get the refund that you think you got. Understand too, when we talk about tax refunds, you also need to take a look at your W-2s and your W-4s and how that is going to align this year. Often, a couple years back, there was a lot of changes to the tax brackets. So you need to make sure that you're getting the correct amount of money withdrawn from your actual paychecks on a bi-weekly basis, because there's going to be a lot of people this year and next year that are going to be shocked that they don't get the amount of money back, because our former president.
But that started like 2 years ago, though.
It did, but it's going to get worse. So understand that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't say that. Now you hurt my feelings. I had to change things up.
It's going to get worse. It started 2 years ago, but it was a tiered phase on what you could reduce, what you could deduct, right? So the amount that you could deduct actually lower as you get into 26. So just look into that. You know what I mean? A lot of people didn't look into that. So look to the future. You know what I'm saying? You can also set aside money for your college funds if you have younger kids or whatever else. Start investing. You can invest in the stock market. You don't have to buy an individual stock. You can go in there and get a brokerage account and just invest in the index funds. You know what I mean? And just watch your actual money grow. You'll be shocked at how much money you can actually save from your tax refund. You can invest it in your business. I know a lot of you people out there want to figure out how you can, you know what I'm saying, create capital for your business. You take your individual tax fund and loan it to your business. You know what I mean? And so forth. And last but not least, and I'll leave this up to Matty Ice to explain, but you can take your tax refund and invest it in crypto. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying?
Not financial advice. This is
not financial advice. I wouldn't listen to Matty, not the way Bitcoin be going up and down sometimes. But remember, it ain't a straight line. It ain't a straight line. So
stocks go up and down all the time, man. Tesla go up and down too, man. Like that's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? If you can't understand that, then you need to do your own research, do a little more research. If you don't understand that, you can't. If you stare at it every day, then you know, I mean, you probably are putting money in that you shouldn't be putting in.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like,
I always say invest in what you buy, man.
Investing and trading is two different things. That's what people get confused. If you trading, that's a day by day. You moving different, but investing, it should be a 2 to 3 years minimum. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it should be beyond that. So you can't. But if you look at Bitcoin,
hold on, before you get started, let's get ready. We got to get into the tech talk now. It's Matty Ice. Hold on, I spent a lot of time getting these sound bites. We're gonna use them, damn it.
Take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
All right, tech talk with Matty Ice. Let's go.
Yeah, it definitely could be a rabbit hole, man, when you get to talking about crypto and different stuff. But just to finish off what I was saying, investing should be longer term, 2 to 3 years. If you trade in on a day-by-day basis, that's something different. And you probably trading different things, but investing 2 to 3 years. And with Bitcoin, there's no time that you could have bought Bitcoin over the last 3 years, no matter what you bought it. Even if you'd have bought it at 69,000, it's not hasn't been 3 years yet. But you know what I mean, you're probably gonna be probably down if you bought it at its all-time high. But other than that, most people are in profit with Bitcoin. But that being said, what we're gonna talk about today is when that's this technology corner. I believe cryptocurrency is technology, man. It's a network. It is financial, but it is technology. It's just a financial technology. But something that I want to talk about today is kind of a new space in the crypto world, and it's going to allow the average person to start earning crypto without having to invest. So we had economy that blew up over the last decade, like Uber and Airbnb, and what they did, they allowed they built their infrastructure using individuals. So they didn't have to own the cars, they didn't have to do anything like that, but they set up a network and everybody ate. We're moving into something like that with crypto too. That's going to allow these companies to build an infrastructure and allow the regular person to earn cryptocurrency while they're helping build these infrastructure. So the name of this segment of crypto is called DPIN, like DEPIN, and what that actually stands for is a decentralized physical infrastructure network. It sounds complicated, you know what I'm saying, but it's just where they use people, and they're using a blockchain or cryptocurrency protocols to maintain and operate an infrastructure in the physical world in an open, decentralized manner. DPINs will allow users to earn cryptocurrency tokens to incentivize them to build these real world infrastructures. That sounds complicated, but I'm gonna show you like in just normal sense, like basically what happened last year. So everybody know about Google Maps. So Google Maps build these cars. These cars cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. They put the cameras on them and they ride around and they take pictures of the street. That's how you got Google Maps Street View. That's how they, do everything. But they don't do it that often. Like some areas, they may have not been there for 3-4 years, but businesses now want to know. People are paying for this data about what's going on. Sometimes they want it updated daily. But Google just can't do it. So a company came out last year called Hive Mapper, and what they did was you put a dash cam in your car. So a lot of Uber drivers were putting it in their cars. A lot of regular people, truck drivers, you could have put it in your car, and you drive around with this dash cam, and it connects to your cell phone, and basically is recording the road as you drive. And for that, you get paid in their honey token, which is traded on Coinbase every day. And people were literally making thousands of dollars a week, and some of them like $3,000-4,000 a month just driving their normal routes with this Hive Mapper dash cam in their car. And if you go on Coinbase, the token went as high as like 30 cents. So let's say, for instance, the token's going as high, it was as high as 30 cents, but you're getting several hundreds of these coins every day, just for driving. So people were actually making a salary, an extra salary, just driving around with this dash cam in their car. So there's other projects just like this that are going to be coming out this year. Another project, it was called DIMO, DIMO. This device here, it plugs into your car. Everybody knows that little port under your dashboard when you go get your you gotta go get get emissions, or they checking your car. There's a port under there. Most newer cars, they actually they're basically taking that information from your car when you're driving, and they sell that information. This company actually allows you to get paid for the same information on your car. So there's a little device you can plug it into your car, and while you're in driving, as long as you drive your car at least once a week, they actually pay you in these DMU tokens. And these tokens came out, and the token was only 3 cents when it came out at the beginning of last year. The token went as high as 60 cents from 3 cents, and you're literally getting hundreds of these coins. So people were literally making thousands of dollars for just driving and doing the same thing that they were doing. And these devices, you can still buy them. This DMU token is traded on Coinbase. These projects aren't going anywhere. There's going to be more of them. So you can just look up DPIN, DEPIN projects, and you can find newer ones that's coming out. But I'm going to give you all one that hasn't launched yet. And if you get it early, you can actually buy this device. The device is $80, and you can plug it up to your car and do the same thing you do and drive around. It hasn't even launched. It's going to be a new blockchain and everything when they launch it. But what's going to happen? You're going to get an airdrop. What means is, once they do physically launch the token, everyone who's already been driving, they're going to airdrop these tokens into your crypto wallet that you would set up inside the app that you download. And last time they did this, DMU did that airdrop was literally worth thousands of dollars. So you can get in, buy this device for $80. I have one on the way, and plug it up to your car and just drive. And you're going to make money just doing what you do daily. So the device is actually called the Motus Mini. It's called the Motus Mini. Look that up, and they're launching a new chain called the Soar chain. I believe this is going to be a great play. This, if you can get this device, I would say, that's not financial advice. Check it out. It's only $80. But this, what I will say, the Hive Mapper device, you can't even get it right now. It's on back order until June. Because they're so popular now, people saw how much people were actually making off of these devices. Everybody's ordering them now. So now there's a back order on these devices. The Motus Mini, you can get it, and mine is on the way. But once they do the airdrop, and then people actually start making money, then that's when everybody's going to get on it. Where the most money is made if you can get on it before everybody knows about it. So, not financial advice. This joint, you can spend your $80 and the company may never launch. I don't think so. You can do your own research. You can look at interviews with the founders and the owners on YouTube and make your own decision. But I think the DPIN the DPIN network, those type of that segment of cryptocurrency is going to be big over the next years, and it's with average people helping to build these real world infrastructure, because data is money now. Data sells for a lot, and they're using us to actually collect the data. You're giving them the data for free that they're selling. Yeah. So now there's ways for you to get paid on the data that you've been giving away for free. So that's my spirit.
Excellent. Hey, man, look, I'm gonna go ahead and get one, and if it don't work, I'm just gonna come up to the shop looking for my $80.
For my $80, I'm gonna give you this device.
That ain't what we do. That ain't what we know.
I feel like this should be a Matty Ice guarantee. Guarantee play, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next real quick, which is
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Which is the entertainment page by your boy. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a page. Reese, you can help me out on this, because I definitely did not have this originally in my notes, but we talked this morning about Carl Weathers. So I want to talk to everybody and just understand that, this man passed away. He was a great, great actor. Also, he played football. Also, is a director. Also, did a lot of things for us, and that really started for us. And I just want to go around real quick and see what everybody's favorite Carl Weathers. So me, I'm gonna go ahead and say it real quick and take Apollo Creed. Apollo Creed, when I watched Rocky, especially if you watch the first Rocky, Apollo was who I was cheering for. Apollo was the person that I wanted to beat. And even in the second Rocky and until when Apollo Creed died in Rocky 4, I cried. So, I just like Apollo was my man. He was like one of the first black person I saw on TV that, that I wanted to be at. To me, he was the Deion Sanders of boxing back then, for fictional boxing, I guess. So for me, how about y'all fellas? I want to go to Reese because I want her to name her movie because
I already know mine.
When she named it, I forgot. I was like, yo, I forgot that was
I think I know which one it is.
Yeah, she about to say it.
Go ahead to the guys. Go ahead to the guys.
All right, Coach, go ahead. Coach,
Apollo Creed, of course, is number one, but Chubbs and Happy Gilmore was number two.
Oh, okay. Chubbs and Happy Gilmore. Nah, that wasn't it. That isn't it. But Chubbs and Happy Gilmore was great too.
I just used to like it, but my joint was Action Jackson, man.
There you go. You stole it. Yeah, you stole it. There you go. Yeah,
that was
I
my joint.
forgot all about Action Jackson. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait a minute.
Reese, go ahead. Go ahead. Go.
Good Times, when he played Kevin on Good Times.
Yeah.
And he snatched JJ up.
Yeah, he sure did.
that was the young, sexy Cohen. Cohen. My favorite is Action Jackson.
Yeah, Action Jackson was great too, man. Yeah. I forgot about it till she mentioned it. I was like, yo, yeah, I forgot how great. Yeah, that was a great movie. I love that movie. But
anything in it.
So great rest in peace to him. Y'all know throughout the years I've talked to the entertainment page and named things that are coming out. So, since we get ready to take a break, I wanted to name some things that are getting ready to come out in the future that may come out while we're on the break that y'all need to keep your eye out for. I've already mentioned this one. That's Beverly Hills Cop on Netflix, which is the bring back of Axel Foley. So I am excited about watching this. I've already talked to y'all about it, but the one thing I'm telling you, there's another remake, or not remake, but another edition of something that I'm actually not that excited to watch. And I kind of want to see how y'all feel about it, and that's the new Bad Boys. So
they coming with another one?
Yeah, man. They're coming out with another one.
It depends on how they're going to transition it, right? Because Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, if they're going to be the lead detectives, like, you know what I'm saying, the chiefs, and then let the movie actually be taken over by his supposedly son and the other detectives that they introduced the last time.
Well, the trailer is them on the trailer, so ain't nobody else on there. So it's up to y'all. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I will not be running to see another Bad Boys.
I ain't gonna run to see it. I ain't running to see the last one, but I did watch it. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. I'm going to watch it because I do like both of them. You know what I mean? But the last one, it's just like, okay, you know what I mean? But hey, I ain't mad at him. Like that's a franchise. Like
somebody gonna pay me to do it. I ain't mad at them to get paid, but I mean that don't mean they gonna get my money.
I'm saying they ain't even gotta. It ain't even. You gonna wait till it gets streamed? Like they check already cash. They ain't even worried. Like they ain't even worried about that box office money no more. The money getting sliced up different now. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna get paid. I ain't mad at it. Go ahead and run it.
What about you, Reese? I know you big into entertainment. Tell me, are you running to see Bad Boys?
No, especially not after the last one with the damn brouhaha. No, I didn't like the storyline.
Oh, you ain't like this? That was the baby, and that was his father. And he was the father. Like the joke was. I was like, I ain't know this much about Mike, but hey, I just watched it though, you know.
Hey. Man, I thought the last one was all right. You know what I'm saying?
They getting old.
They are.
Yeah. So
Martin Lawrence had a beer belly in that last one. I don't care what y'all say.
But the thing about it, people was getting plucked off in the last one too. You know what I mean? Where the first two was more like
maybe Martin going to get popped is going to be Will and his son.
Maybe.
You know, or maybe Martin got to retire because something real life happened or something, and he gonna sit down, and him and Will and his son got to take over. His son is hot.
Oh Lord,
Who's son?
Here we go.
Who's son?
Well,
Who's son? You talking about Jaden?
No, she talking about the movie son.
Oh, in the movie. I'm about to say Jaden. Shit, he wears skirt. No, I mean, sorry. Anyway, all right, we're gonna go ahead and. But next is the new the last Airbender. This is gonna make Vance very happy because we definitely talked about the Airbender series. But yeah, it looked good. I looked at it. I'm kind of interested because they did the movie so bad.
What was
Reese,
that?
you an
I missed what
Airbender
you
fan?
said.
Yes. Look, that's
For real.
That's the best cartoon ever.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
That was my boy. You know who else can slide across some dust with a stick? Or the yeah.
Hey, you
What,
surprised
I
me every
didn't
time.
I didn't hear the movie. What did you say? What
The Last
live action?
Airbender. The Last Airbender.
Last Airbender.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be a series.
yeah, but they remaking the original series, and it's gonna be a live series.
I watched the Last Airbender. It was cool. I probably
The
rather watch.
cartoon.
I don't know. It's
The
Did you watch
movie
the
was
cartoon,
garbage.
Matt?
The movie was garbage.
The movie was
it
garbage.
was the
poo-pooed
movie.
the movie.
I ain't seen no cartoon.
The cartoon
the movie
is
was garbage.
outstanding.
Okay, cause I'm about to say I'd rather watch Kung Fu Panda Part 1 because I ain't like that. The
Wait a
movie.
minute. They got a new one coming out.
Yeah,
You got a new Kung Fu Panda.
No, I just like Part 1. I ain't really seen I just like the Part 1. Part 1 had a little meaning to it.
All of them. I like them all.
Oh yeah.
All the Kung Fu's were good.
All right, so
Like you think they all had a meaning to them, or they was just entertaining? Like the first one was like when he looked at the scroll, it's like everything is inside of you. Like basically, that was the message I took. Like,
Matt, they actually breaking down Kung Fu Panda right now. I'm just curious. Just want to know, is that what you're doing?
Break it
You
down.
gonna break down Kung Fu Panda?
only
Go
reason
ahead,
I
man.
said
Just tell us. Go ahead, dog.
No, because they actually stamped it though, because all of them said all them joints good. So that's the only reason.
Yeah, I said all of them was good because it gave the fat guy a chance that he could do his full split. Well, can't nobody beat Bo. And he was the underdog because he was a big guy. He wasn't no skinny like Monkey and Snake. He was the fat panda that could climb up on the walls and get the cookies.
My man Poe.
My man Poe.
Well, no, just curious. Go ahead, man. Let's break down Kung Fu
No,
Panda.
go ahead.
for us, dog. No. We interested, man. Come on. I'm interested. Go ahead.
I said it. That was all I had to say. That was it.
Oh, okay.
Find out something new every week.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You like Kung Fu Panda, coach.
I do.
This man won't watch Game of Thrones, but he'll watch Kung Fu Panda. You know what I'm saying?
No, I watched Game of Thrones.
What was the show? What's the show we've been trying to get it? I can't even remember. But
I
it's all
watched
good.
Game of Thrones is good.
Oh yeah, we say
I'm Game of Thrones locked in. That joint coming back. I'm waiting for
that's definitely coming back too.
I just got one word for him, for Matty Ice.
What's that?
What?
Dracar.
Close enough, but it's actually it's all good. But I'm
I thought you was gonna say skadoosh. That's Matty Ice.
Kung Fu Panda,
I want to see. They know it better than me.
Dog. You was 1 second away from it. I already saw it in your eyes. You got real animated when we got the Kung Fu Panda. I don't even know how we got there, but all right. So we're gonna move on. So I got a few shows.
I watched it last night.
So I got a few shows that just came out or that are coming out that are series that if you haven't watched and you're looking for something to watch in the next few months. That I want to bring up. So one is Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It is with Donald Glover. It's a play off of the old Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, Mrs. Smith. But it starts off from the beginning where they're just signed. They didn't actually fall in love. They just been assigned together as special agents, and they're working through it. I watch it with my wife. We actually love it. We kind of binge watched. It's a series, yeah. Okay. We've binge watched. I think the first 8 episodes in a couple of days. We haven't finished it yet, but I think it's a great show. Me being my name is Rodney Glover, I support anything Donald Glover does, even from Childish Gambino to Atlanta to this. I support it. So that is one show that if you want to watch, it's on Netflix. Next one is the new episode. The new season of True Detective is coming back on HBO. I don't know if you're familiar with True Detective, but it's always a series of two, where I would say 8 actors doing a series on HBO. It's been Woody Harrelson and I always forget the tall guy's name. God. From Wedding Crashers. The tall comedian dude from Wedding Crashers.
Damn.
Whatever. But he was in that episode, that one too. And they've had I think this is season 3 or season 4, but this one they're doing females. So I mean, check it out. True Detective has never done me wrong. I've always agreed with it and liked the show and been satisfied with it. Next one, this is already came out, but this is Fargo. So Fargo, every season has a different season. It's not, nobody is the same in the season. It's always different. I always like it when it's different and not the same. You're not watching the same show over and over again. So Fargo, if you haven't watched it, is an extremely well-written show. Every episode, every season, they have A-star actors, A-star writers, A-star directors doing it. And this season, I think they had one of, what's my man, Pulp Fiction, that wrote Pulp Fiction? They had one of his proteges directing it. So Tarantino, yeah. So it's very, very graphic and gory.
I love his movies.
You can always tell when it's one of his proteges because it's always over graphic. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
When it comes to the killing scenes, you can always tell if it ain't him. You know that person studied under him because it's always over the top doing that. So this season was that it was great. It was a female lead who was exceptional in it. And even the story was very Tarantino-esque. But if you watch it from the beginning. Each season is different. The 4th season does star Chris Rock. The 1st season stars, I forgot my man's name too. But it's great. Every season is great actors in it. So Fargo is another one that you need to watch. So last but not least, I want to get, this is coming into the theaters. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all the trailer, and then we'll talk about and tell me what you think about. Let's make sure I got the right one. Share. Let's see. Pull it up. There we go. Let's go ahead and make that.
How did you come to write this book?
What really struck me was that too few books were about my people. Where are our stories? Where's our representation?
Would you give us the pleasure of reading an excerpt?
Yo, Sharonda, girl, you be pregnant again? If I is, Ray Ray's gonna be a real father this time around. Thank
you. Monk, your books are good, but they're not popular. Editors, they want a black book.
They have a black book. I'm black, and it's my book.
You know what I mean.
Look at what they publish. Look at what they expect us to write. I just want to rub their noses in it.
I be standing outside in the night.
Deadbeat dads, rappers, crack. You said you wanted black stuff. That's black, right?
I see what you're doing. We sold your book.
No.
We believe Mr. Lee has written a bestseller.
It's a joke. The most lucrative joke you've ever told.
Now, is Stag a pseudonym?
Yeah.
Mr. Lee can't use his real name.
Is this based on your actual life?
Yeah, you think some bitch-ass college boy can come up with that shit?
No, I don't.
Can I ask what you were in for? Was it murder?
You said that, not me.
They ran 300,000 copies. Your books change people's lives.
They're offering $4 million for the movie rights.
Yes! The dumber I behave, the richer I get. This has gone too far.
Stag Lee is still on the run from authorities.
You haven't done anything. It's not like they can arrest you.
wish I could go back to not selling books.
Is it bad to cater to people's tastes?
People want to love you, Monk. You should let them love all of you.
There's already so much buzz because of the movie deal.
Michael B. Jordan is circling.
We want to put him on the cover in one of those scarves, I guess you would call them, tied around his head.
A do-rag?
Do-rag, that's it. Do-rag and a tank top with the muscles showing.
Somebody call the fire department.
We're thinking we can get it out in Hunter Juneteenth.
All right, so that's the show, American Fiction. I'm going to go see it. I think it's great. I love something different. And, of course, this is a great lead-in to Shades of Blue, written by our very own Reese. Now, you know, I want to see it because, you know, it's great. That movie is just talking about writers and writing their own book and what they have to do to excel and this, that, and the other. So Reese has written her own book, and my first question to Reese is this book loosely or somewhat created around true life stories?
It is. And the funny thing about it is that the things that you think is true is actually false, and the things you like, oh no, that's false, that couldn't happen, is actually true.
That sounds about like a lot of people's lives around here, especially. So my question is to you is, because I'm not gonna I'm gonna say what I gotta say. So a lot of people that I know talk about, my life is a book and this, that, and the other. What actually made you sit down and decide? How was that conversation when you finally decided that I'm going to write a book about loosely based on my life?
I was on my sick bed. They used to tell my family I wasn't going to make it. I was in the hospital crying, and my rehabilitation coordinator came to me. She's like, "Why are you crying?" I was like, I don't have my business no more. I'm nothing. I can't do what I used to do. And she was like, "Girl," she said, "all them stories you got you telling," she was like, "your journals, take them and make them into a book." It was already written, and they were therapeutic journals, you know. And I was like, you know what? Bam! I started writing a book in 2017. Finished it. I had to go over several times. It was much bigger, which it is bigger, but I had to cut it down. They said do it in volumes. I'm like, okay. And then I finally was able to finish it in 2019 and got it published March the 1st of 2022. That date is symbolic because that's Women's Black Authors Month, so to speak. And I'm a Black woman. I'm an author. And I tip on another spectrum now. I'm disabled. So who don't want to read a book by a disabled Black woman?
Hey.
Yeah. Someone say a blind author.
Okay. So, all right. So now, yeah. So was it now? Because we talk a lot about and I would imagine that writing a book, you have to really go deep inside and bring out things that probably were hidden. You have to really, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess not involved, but really like self-evaluate what you want to put out there, what you don't want to put out there. Was it? Well, I got two-part question. Was it hard for you to really let all this stuff out, and then was it self-healing?
Oh my gosh. I've always wrote a journal since I was a little kid because, first of all, writing helps me escape the real world, right? So I had everything already written out, everything, all the pain. I left it on the pages. But I never told nobody. I had my books hidden. And because letting it out, like you said, but once I did, I released everything. Now you can't shut me up because I realized, and through the grace of God, and because I had to pray and meditate through this whole thing, because I knew it was going to make some people uncomfortable when they read. It's when you tell the truth, Like Pharrell Williams said, it'll piss you off, but it'll set you free. So when I told the truth, a lot of people like, oh, she's telling the business, she's spilling the tea. But I didn't care because my book isn't for the people that's in it, the people in the past. It's to help people that's coming up in the future that may have gone through similar things that the character's gone through. It's life. It's about life. And if you can't look in the mirror and say it is what it is, you can't look at yourself and say it is what it is. Now, not to say it and dwell on it, but you take a self-examination so you can set it up so you can do better. So you're like, okay, it is what it is. So what can I do to fix this or change this? If I don't like what I see, only I, here, starts right here, can change this. And I found self-love. I found who I was, who I am, who I'm supposed to be. And it's funny, my initials is A.M. I am who I am, who God calls me to be. So I always, say that here. But yes, it was difficult. And yes, it was healing. But it was also uplifting. So.
Okay. All right.
That's what's up. I like that.
Yeah, fellas,
I am that I am.
Yeah, y'all fellas, y'all got any questions? Don't jump in. Boy, I got more, but I'm just making sure y'all don't want to interrupt if y'all got. Let me ask y'all. So, panel, have y'all ever thought about writing a book, and what scares you about writing a book? Because I can tell you right now, it scares me to death. Thinking about it, I've thought about it, but I got too many. I've told my wife all the time, I got too many demons. I can't let these. Like I gotta lock them up and keep them where they are. So.
Yeah, I mean, my mom wrote a book.
That's right.
I've thought about it in the past, but I don't know what was preventing me from doing it. I'm a pretty private person, probably some of y'all can tell. So I think I'm more scared of putting my business out there. I also am the type of person I'm not in everybody's business either. You know what I mean? So maybe that's what has held me back. Like, would somebody be interested in my life? The only thing I know that would be interesting to write about would be just my daily activities of what happens in my household. You know what I mean? How it goes from a quiet place to a actual high school pep rally after 4:00 when all the kids get home. You know what I mean? But other than that, I just been fearful of. I just started journaling about 3 years ago. You know what I mean? And that's just through devotion. But I think I would have a hard time writing my thoughts. I think it's self-checking. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that you do got stuff to write because half my book will have you in it. So if I write my book about my childhood, half of it, you were there with me, sir.
Right.
I hate to tell you that. But, I told my kids about how we used to go to school and leave at lunch, and the teachers would chase us. And we still didn't care.
We would run across Branch Avenue.
Yeah. We would run across that. We was only, what was that, 7th, 8th grade?
Something like that.
We was, come on, man. I got many stories. Many stories we can throw in the book, brother. So I don't know. You can talk about it's only the last 3 years. I'm gonna have to go and say I don't really believe it. Matty Ice, what about you? You ever thought about writing a book?
Somewhat. Like it crossed my mind. Like I'm talk about certain things, but I like to just talk about keep people positive. Nobody want to hear about your problems, man. You know what I'm saying? So
what are you talking? Your problems help heal people, man.
No, I understand that, and there are people who are there for that. You know what I mean? Some people, you know what I mean, they that's what they do. They share and they help uplift. I definitely listen. You know what I'm saying? But I try to like just for me. You know what I'm saying? I just like to stay on the other side of the spectrum.
Sound like you got demons you don't want to bring up, so you only want to talk about the positive.
Nah, but that's where you want to be. If you want,
it's true.
If you want to stay in the closet, man. I'm on the uplifting. Like I try not to focus on things that don't make me feel good. You know what I mean? Like, I deal with them, but I use them as motivation to push me to where I want to go. I don't stay there. You know what I mean? Because I don't believe you can ever heal if you stay there. You know what I mean? You gotta heal. You go through it, but then you have to move. You know what I mean? Try to move forward. Like I try not to think about things. You know what I mean? It crossed my mind, but then if it's making me feel like, you know, I change it up and put my perspective and focus it on things that's going to help me, and I try to, you know, help people in other ways. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely believe that there are people that's what they supposed to do. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's for me. You know what I'm saying?
So Reese, let me ask you this question.
Yes, sir.
In your book, is loosely based. So you are the main character in the book, or is loosely the main character? How would you say the main? What would you say the main character is?
The main character is a child, and the book is written. Coach Maddie, you guys got to read it. Borrow it from Rodney. I mean, it's not a female book.
They got money. They can buy their own copy. They got money. They can buy. I got my copy. They can buy their own copy.
Yeah,
don't worry, but they got money.
Sure, we wouldn't buy.
It's told from a child's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Blue is the main character, but Blue could be a guy or a girl. It don't matter. But it's told from the perspective of a child and what this child went through and endured, and what this child seen, and as the child, it's a growing book. It grows with you. So Maddie, it don't stay in the negative. It grows just like we all grow. It's one of those look back books, like wow, yeah, I remember this, that. Oh, I remember that. Or you may have even been through some of that stuff, because it talks about area in the DMV, and we all grew up in the DMV. So it might be the same.
Yeah.
You be like, oh, I know what she said. I changed names. So you might be like, dang, that sounds like such and such. It might be.
Right.
If you know, and the people, you might know some people in the book. So you be like, wow, it might be. Like I said, this is the first out of 5 installments.
Okay.
And each book going to have different characters, different heroes, different people that you root for. Because it's not just Blue. It's what Blue going through and people around Blue. It's the village. A doctor on the village. Coaches in the village. Maddie Ice in the village. But you got a different name. But you in the village. You know?
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Yeah. So also, because I mean, you wear so many hats, and I'm amazed at all of them. So I want to just go on to another hat you wear, which is a hilarious comedian. So I went to your show. I fell in love with you through one set. You were like the you know, I mean, I am old, so I'm not gonna say that you really my auntie, but you know, you was like the auntie I always wanted and always had, and I was excited to hang out with you and talk to you. And you know, when I met you, I bought your book immediately, and I could just tell your vibe, your love, it just like everything about you was, your aura was amazing. So even on your show, it's amazing. But I'm gonna go to now. I just want to go to the comedian, I guess is that how, if that's how you say it, but part of you, and I'm curious to who made you fall in love with comedy? When did you fall in love with comedy, or was there a specific person or like your favorite comedian or comedian that made you fall in love with comedy?
My family is weird, and all my life my grandfather thought I was special. I wasn't no special teacher, but it was like, you ain't got good, girl, you crazy, you crazy. I was always doing something or saying something. My uncles and aunt tell me this. I was like 2 years old, and you know when you're a little kid, I'm gonna share this joke with you so you figure it out. Well, I was 2 years old, and you know how people say, "Where my sugar at? Where my sugar?" So it was some family gathering, and everybody was around the baby, which was me, and they was like, "Where granddaddy sugar? Right here. Where grandma sugar? Right here." So the relatives was up from North Carolina, and somebody asked me, I think it was like the great grandmother, and she was like, "Well, where my sugar?" And I was looking around all over my body, and all the sugar was gone, but it was one spot, Rodney, and I did like this right here on my butt. The family fell out. I don't remember this. This is a recollection of my aunts and uncles. It was like you was always doing stuff like that. You was always crazy. You was always, different. And as I grew older and went through some traumas and stuff, that was a way of dealing with pain. When they say comedy is tragedy, you have to, it was coping. I didn't drink. It was comedy and food. It was comedy and KFC. I worked at KFC. Crew chief leader. Never missed a day. Man, you talk about fungible tokens. I had fungible chicken bones, baby. That was back then when they had chicken little sandwiches. Y'all remember that? When they had spicy chicken and when the chicken was good.
Right.
And so it was either that and telling jokes. I was always, corny, but I was also a nerd, a straight A student. That was me. I hooked school and still got straight A's. Came back to get my homework, hooked class, came back, went back, got my assignment, turned my work in. That kind of person. So it was never normal. And comedy was like always a way. We used to joan at kids. And that's where it started. You joning, talk about you big this, you big that, your mother this, your mother that, and you this and you that. We had joning sessions.
Got it.
I happened to be good at it. It was right off the top of the head.
So you was a bully. That's basically.
That's what they call it now.
Yeah, they call it bullying.
No, I wasn't. I fought bullies. I was the one that liked to fight the bullies. So that wasn't a bully.
I got you.
I fought the bullies.
Okay. So you defended those that needed defending, is what you're saying?
Yes, and that's me. That's me even to this day. If I don't see something right or something fair, and I'm not scared to jump in, I'm like, hey, I know that's crazy nowadays because people are crazy.
They are.
I came from a different time, a different era.
Yeah, the era where people could beat other people's kids when they acting up in the neighborhood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you knew not to, like, come on, but we don't have community like that no more.
Maddie, I ain't that old, Maddie.
Hey, you older than me. I remember that when I grew up in the 80s, the teacher still had a paddle in the class. You know what I'm saying? Like
we had paddles.
We had paddles for sure.
So that ain't that.
We did too.
Yeah.
Especially in the elementary. Yeah.
Yeah, and I grew up in DC, so everybody knew everybody.
My babysitter had a paddle. The butt buster was what she called it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so that's what I mean. Yeah.
Shout out to Miss McCoy. Yeah, we had paddles in at the babysitter. I remember that. That was a good time.
Supposed to have paddles at the babysitter.
Hey,
not these days.
Not these days. But
Yeah.
Well, they got paddles, but this time the children are carrying the bats. The children are carrying the paddles.
Yeah.
So they still paddle.
Nah, yeah, it was a little different. There was grandma watching the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Now you can't trust nobody.
Grandma 37 now.
Yeah, you can't trust people to beat the kids, man.
Yeah, grandma 37. I'm looking at me right now. I'm surprised I'm not a grandfather already. You know what I'm saying? It might be coming soon. Hopefully, knock on wood that it don't. But yeah. Hey, so let me ask you this question next, Reese. So, Reese, how long have you been in the comedy game? How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing it professionally, seriously trying to make a living out of it since 2012. 12, 13, and it came because I needed to make extra money because I wanted to take care of my grandma. And I said, Grandma, I'm gonna tell some jokes because I was offered some money to get on stage, tell some jokes. And my grandmother was in she had Alzheimer's and dementia. She was in a nursing home, and she didn't know nobody, but she always knew me when I come to see her. And I was talking to her, and she was so clear. And I said, Grandma, you think I could do that? She was like, yes, yeah, you could do it. And she would talk to me, but everybody else, it was like banana cream pie or something else.
Right.
But when it came to me, she knew who I was. She would even call out my name when I come or if I wasn't there. So it was different. And I went on stage to get some extra money because I said, I'm bringing her out of that nursing home. Forget this, while she was in there. So that's how it started.
Okay. So now my next question is 2023 Reese could talk to 2012 Reese. What would 2023 Reese tell 2012? As far as the comedy game, as far as
it'll tell me don't go to a certain hospital and lose half your ass. That's why you half ass. They just told me that. I was like, girl, don't go. You're gonna mess everything up. I could be. When I say I could be, I was on the same stage. I came up along the same time as Whitney Cummings did, and Tony Woods did, and we was out there. But because of something that happened, and it set me down. That's how I became disabled. I wasn't able to go with them. Like they was going, we was all on the train. We was going, getting places, stuff booked. I went to Puerto Rico, okay? Hey, went over, did some shows over there. Was in Delaware. Was moving. Baltimore Comedy Factory. Back when it was down at the by the harbor, like when it was down, what was that big thing? Hammerjack. Not Hammerjacks, but it was where it had all those clubs and stuff that. Y'all know what's on the
Power plant.
Power plant.
Yeah, I've been down
Back
there.
then, I was doing martinis back then when Mike Brooks presents. There was Turn Up Tuesday going up on a Tuesday with Mike Brooks and Jamon Darnell. I started off with I was back there doing that time. Got a chance to see all of them and rock and was able to travel. Then I went to the hospital and 6 months later, I'm in the nursing home. It's just that kind of set you down, to try to take me out. So that Reese would tell that Reese, don't go there.
Okay. I got you. And I mean, I do know your story about that, and I mean, it is something that somebody, they're gonna have to read the 5th installment of your book to find out. So, but I know it, and I love you. I joke with you about it on your own show. So now that's why I'm gonna go to the next section, which is talking about your podcast. So let me go ahead and pre-do this, okay? So Reese invited me to her podcast, and let's get something straight. I've been doing our podcast for quite a bit of time. And when I joined her podcast, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Reese, I was like, what the hell did I just join? Because this right here, and all I heard the whole time I'm on your podcast is Coach's voice going, you're a brand. You can't be saying the things you want to say. And I was like, well, this is the perfect place I can say it. I was like, hold on, because they said what they want to say. Why can't I say it too? You know what I'm saying? And it was like the Reese and the Mac show is the devil on this shoulder, and Coach was on this shoulder for me. And they was like, go ahead, say that shit. Say everything you want to say. What you want to say? Say it. Say it again. Say it with your chest. You know what I'm saying? And Vance was over here. We're supposed to be positive. We gotta keep it positive. And not to say there's negativity on the show. There's definitely not that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
but
it is sometimes, but it's not for me. It's from the panelists.
Yeah, but they like to argue, and fortunately and unfortunately, I like to argue too. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I'm okay with it. Like I'm
I
sitting here
didn't know that about you.
I'm sitting here in this podcast wonderland. Like we could argue about all this stuff, like everything. Like I ain't gotta. What do you mean? No, I should keep this to myself. No, I shouldn't. Okay, hold on. You know what I'm saying? So I did have to learn, because there are some episodes that I've stepped away and was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let them do this one. You know what I'm saying? But it is a great thing. It's daily. There's no way I could do it daily. So I want to know. She does it daily it starts at 10:30. It's supposed to end, I think, at 11:30, but it be ending at 1, 2, 3 in the morning sometimes. It's nuts. But
Oh, so
you know,
so you going on tonight? You got to show you tonight.
tomorrow. No, tomorrow. 10:30.
We do it in the
10:30 in the
morning.
morning. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
10:30 in the morning. Yeah, 10:30 in the
I was like,
morning.
hold up. When he said 10,
Yeah.
that's
It's
Yeah.
called the
Hey.
Morning Mac Show.
Yeah.
got
Okay.
you.
The
Yeah.
Morning Mac Show. So yes, if you haven't ever listened to it, please listen to it. It comes on at 10:30. I can't guarantee when it's going to end. I do show up there every once in a while when I'm trying to pretend I'm doing my job. You'll even see me. I'm working as I'm on the show, joining with her. It is it's a great show. It's a bunch of comedians that join her. So now, before I'm gonna let you explain a little bit more than me. I don't want to explain the whole thing, but my question is, where did you start, and how did that idea come about?
Well, it was actually, I was on the radio. I was part of Next Level Radio, powered by the shops at Iverson Mall. I was going to the studio. Still,
Shout out to Iverson Mall.
That was 4 days a week there because I didn't do it on Fridays. 4 days a week, and then we had Double Tap Thursday. Tap tap. That's what I called it, Double Tap, because it was twice as long. And the Morning Mac Show started off as music and conversation. It was my comedic friend Tracy in the midday, Tracy Jackson. He has a show called The Perspective Show, sort of like you guys. It's like 4 guys that talks about the news, life, and and they're there for each other, and they form a life. They was officers, some was comedians, so it was a diverse mixture there, really, just like with you guys. And he was like, Reese, come up here. Come up, because I would call in and mess with Tracy. He was like, come up here, get on this show. And when I got on the show, it was like we gelled, and they was like, we need a female on the show. I thought they was going to give me a spot as a female on the show, right? But they didn't. And the owner of the station was like, because they wanted a Fritzy Tits, Nicki Minaj, they wanted eye candy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't care, So the owner, he said, you know what? You got enough personality. You can start your own show. I was like, get out of here. When? He said, when you want to start? He said, I'll give you a trial. He said, you come up here Monday. And this was like on Thursday or Friday. I remember I came home because I told my son, you're going to be the DJ because he's the DJ. I said, we're going to call it the Morning Mac Show. Stands for music and conversation. And I was just like, on fire. The whole week I'm laughing and giggling. I got to show you. It was a trial show. The first show was August the 30th, 2000. So this August will be 4 years. I mean, sorry, 2020.
2020.
Okay.
I would say, hey, that's what's up.
Right. Every day.
My damn. I should be another Kathy Hughes if I've been on. But it was 4 years, and then with the pandemic, and then when they shut Iverson Mall down and everything, and I started missing shows, and then my friend Molly, who's a photographer, a great producer, he produces another show. He used to always watch my show, and he was like, you could do it through StreamYard, because I would go live on Facebook and go live on IG when I was in the studio, but I was in another building. He was like, you could do it at your house. I was like, what? Just like we doing there at StreamYard. So that gave birth. I did it. I've been doing this through StreamYard in 2022. It was September of 2022, September the 6th, as a matter of fact. So I've been doing it via that way since September the 6th, 2022. So and that's how that happened. People have stuff to say. We need to talk about issues in our community, what's plaguing it. We don't say it. It's like see something, say something. Won't nobody say nothing. So I see something, say something. And I'm also going to give you a voice or a platform to come on and do what you do. Like Maddie, you could come on and talk about your gear. You could, tell the people, because we still go live on YouTube and Facebook, and that's worldwide. Everybody got YouTube, Facebook, can tune in live, and we went live on Instagram Friday, and we did go live on Instagram for more than an hour. The whole show.
Hey, I gotta find that out.
That day, that whole show that day. I don't know what Molly did, but we was on there, and it's where you could come coach and give advice. And it's anything that you can say that's positive for the next generation or for the people that need to hear it will hear it. And I don't mute the people. I don't shut them down. Only when they get too vocal. I can't stand too much cussing because I think that we're more evolved in every got to be this and that. This, cussing.
You can cuss a little bit. You can cuss a little bit.
Yeah, you cuss, but
okay.
every word don't have to be,
Yeah, I got you.
Can you cuss on this show, Ronnie?
Yeah.
We
don't promote it. We don't promote it.
Yeah, but I'm saying everything don't have to be GDM, everything.
Nah, I get what you're saying.
Talk like that.
Right.
That's how they talk and communicate. And I'm like, I have a problem saying the word Nick, but I tell my son, I say Niggah. You make it sound like chocolate. Make it sound good. And when you say it like that, it ain't nothing bad. I'm pretty sure all of y'all heard it.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, hey man, it's hey fellas. Yeah. So I'm gonna tell everybody, please check out her morning. Yeah, check out her morning. Hey, I check it. Hey, make sure you follow her on YouTube, Facebook, subscribe. Do me a favor, just go ahead and give out everything where people can find you at. We're definitely gonna promote. You sent me some flyers. I'm gonna put them all up, and make sure everybody can even see your comedy show, this, that, and other. Hey, fellas, Dad Mentality. She's been a guest. Gwen has been a guest. They're great. We got to make sure that we support them. And, we're going to have a dad mentality day where all of us, we get our wives. We have a triple date. And we go out and get our table, and we can go out there and make an act of fool because they know us, so we can say whatever we want during this show. You know what I'm saying? But it's all love. Gwen has been a guest on here. Now we've had Reese on here. These women are exceptional women of comedy, exceptional Black women who to me are hilarious. I've seen their shows numerous times, and I will vouch for them. That they go out there and they kill it every time. They don't take a day off. So, follow her. Make sure you follow her. Make sure you check out what she's doing and we support each other. Because one thing she does talk about there is that we always talk about it. Let's be about it. Like for real, as a culture of people and as a group. So, just like we support Wealthy and Blessed, Dad Mentality. Coach always quiet about what he doing, but he out here. You can catch him on a bike. Just go out there somewhere in Bowie. He's riding through there, and so you'll see him through there. We got to make sure we support and help each other. So real quick, Reese, tell us, give us all your where to find you at. Make sure you follow. Hey, Vance, Coach, pull up your phones now. Follow her on YouTube. I know I do. And like I said, 10:30, watch the show. You can put your comments in. She does a great job for a live show. She actually made me want to do a live show till I realized how much work it was. And then I was like, nah, I'll just pretend we live on Tuesday morning. So, but it is great. Shout out to Marley. He's her producer, super producer, I've like I said, I'm a limited guest on the show. But I still love every time I come on and have a good time and enjoy it. So go ahead and give out all your wherever we can find you.
Okay, it's simple. Most of my tags are the same. On Instagram, on IG, it's Althea MC71. And you're gonna see a sexy picture of me up there. You got it, Maddie. That sexy picture up there of me posing.
Trying to put it up now. What was that? Out there. Yep. 76 MC71. Follow.
You see it? I want him to see the picture.
Got you. I got you.
See the picture, Maddie?
Yes, ma'am.
He said he got you.
Okay, and then on Facebook, it's Althea McFarland. That's my name. And then on YouTube, this is the trickery one. It's Reese Cup NYE, 3 words. Reese Cup NYE. And on YouTube, you can see me doing live concerts or at other clubs and locations. You can see me doing that. And stand up part of the shows. You can see a little bit of everything that I did. And Coach, I do clean comedy too, Coach. So yes, because I'm blessed.
Don't let Coach fool y'all, man. Coach got y'all fooled, man. Y'all think he. I was here. I was with him in the streets. You cannot tell me that this dude. Don't let the
change
you know what
man,
they say?
Rodney.
Nah, man. Don't let that Christian persona fool you.
For Rodney,
because
Rodney,
I was there. I bought the shotgun with him. I was there when we bought the shotgun. The shotgun is still in his house. I guarantee he's probably loaded. You know what I'm saying? And he has a concealed license. Don't let him fool you. Yeah, you ain't got these guns for nothing. Go ahead.
He's protecting his family. He's exercising his Second Amendment right. That's all.
If Rodney called me and say, "Bring the shovel," I got a shovel.
There you go. It won't ask a question. Won't ask a question. Won't ask nothing. We just did. That's what it is. So y'all keep on, because I get tired of that. Because I'm always considered the villain. Nah, don't let him fool you at all. At all.
Cop, bad cop, man. You know what I mean?
It's always the quiet ones that are most dangerous. You know what I mean?
Roddy, like, hell nah.
Cause I get that. Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. I get that all the time. They be like, why you not more like Vance? I'm like, do y'all not know who this nigga is? Like, y'all better stop playing with me. It's like, I know him. We was in the sand pit. But anyway, I saw Reese. So Reese, you gotta stay because I'm giving you my pick in our terrible, terrible football picks. And we're gonna get to it real quickly. I do want to announce next week will be a season finale. No, she gets my picks. No, we doing more than one pick. No, we doing props and some more stuff.
Doing props and everything, right?
Yeah. I got this whole setup. But anyway, we're gonna so next week is our season finale. We want to take a break into after next week. We are taking a break into March. What was it? March 20 something. I don't know.
25th.
We're gonna take about a month, till March 25th, and then we're gonna get back into it. You know, it's always good to take a break just to shake things off. I already have things popping off for next season that is going to be amazing. So, but one of the things, so we're going to end next week, and we want to have, because we always talk about in our season finale show. So, Reese, our season finale shows are our party shows where you're allowed to, drink whatever's going to happen. We enjoy it. We always have a topic like about music or movies or something like that. So this week we're picking the greatest hip hop album all made, because we've always argued about hip hop and music on our show as men. So this week I have a draft board that I'm going to put. I'm going to give y'all a quick picture. The old school draft board, like it's a school project. You know what I'm saying? You can't see it in the picture. I'm trying to get it there. But anyway, yeah. Where I'm going to have 64 albums on there, and we're going to pick it. I'm taking myself out of it. Yeah, you can see all that right there. I'm going to get them all in there. And we're going to draft down to the greatest hip-hop album of all time and argue about it. So, join us next week. We can have a good time about that. That's going to be our season finale, and then we're going to take a break and then get into more things. So I'm excited about it. Quick rules. Anybody who shows up for the show needs to let me know now. They're going to be there. It's filling quickly. We're going to have 10 people on the show max. And then, you're going to get, when you come in, you're allowed to pick your own album to add to the list. Then we're going to draft it down. The first draft will be a quick draft where one person will make a decision between two albums face to face. So every album will go head to head against each other. So it'll be like,
can I debate you why my album is better? Can I break it down to each song?
That doesn't happen until we get to the second round. So the first round is, I'm going to say Reese, Jay-Z Blueprint, Tupac Apocalypse. You got to pick one, and that's it. The first round is quick.
Yeah.
And then when we get to the second round, then the majority wins. So yeah, but if you pick your own album to put on there, yeah, of course, you know, hey, you can argue, but if your album's going against a classic, you don't know who it's going to go against. So if it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So that's how we're going to do it, and this, you know, it's just a fun show. Talk about stuff, enjoy, and figure out what's the greatest thing. I'm sure I'm going to have my hands full because I've invited anybody who's been a guest first to join us, and I already have I think at least 4 to 5 slots already booked. So that's just people. So I got a few left over for people if they want to join us. So, but that's just to give it. You want to join us on the hip hop?
Yeah, well, I used to rap. I was a rapper.
Get out of here.
No, X Cooper.
Right now. On YouTube. You got something on YouTube? Tell me you got something on YouTube. Tell me you got a rap on YouTube. You might have something new. Hold on.
What 3-piece chicken breast, leg, and a thigh. What you talking about?
Nah, go ahead. Hit that joint. Nah, go ahead. We listening. Go ahead.
You can't sing the KFC theme song.
That ain't the KFC. I'm redoing my own versions.
She got
of songs. Like you give
Big
me
Mac Medea tea, a quarter pounder with some cheese fillet, official cheeseburger, hamburger, Happy Meal. That's what you about to do?
We didn't start the fire. Yeah, no. But seriously, like you give me a beat, I flow.
I can give you a beat.
Give me
you just need a beat?
I need a beat and I'll flow on it. Whatever you give me.
All right, I can't help this out. I gotta do this. Hold on.
Because you good with the sound bites and all.
But, well, you know, I ain't had no beats. I ain't had no beats logged up, but I can find one real quick.
I used to write, you know.
Oh, no, I gotta go to my other thing. Hold on, let's see. I just need a clear beat.
You say it clear.
I mean, you want a song? Nah, I don't know. I don't know if I can clear it or what's going to happen.
Yeah, you don't want that joint to get at most.
Yeah, all right. You know what? Hey, you come on next week. I'll be ready. I'm gonna go ahead and let that go this time. I wish I had known that because I damn sure would have been ready.
Well, because I'm a rapper. You didn't know I was a rapper. You said that I wear many hats. And when I was younger, writing, and I was in the go-go field, my cousins used to own a safari club in DC, the real safari club. And it was me that
not the one on 450.
No, that's Safari Steakhouse. That ain't the real. The Safari, real Safari is right down the street from Surgeon Quarters and go to room. Because me and Al and the Step Soldiers used to be in there. Used to break the place down. That's back when Hee Haw was out and all that. And everything. You know, it's the same production company. How I met my kid's father. You know, it's a long history, you know, of stuff that I used to do and when coming up. So you'll read about it in the second installment, some wild stuff. So, but yeah, I'm a rapper. Hey. I'm not a bubblegum rapper like Bazooka Joe, yo. I thought you knew, but I guess you didn't know that when it comes to busting raps, my rhymes, they flow so smooth. And even though I may hesitate, it don't stop no show. Under a groove.
I'm about to pop a beat for you. Here you go. Give me time. I just pulled something up. I don't even know what this is. Let me turn it up. Oh, it's already turned up. There you go.
She already gave you the acapella.
Nah, we gotta make that happen now. I done lost. Yeah, you gotta be. I'm down for this.
Is that music?
Yeah, can you hear it?
Yeah.
Sound nervous? Come on.
I ain't nervous. I ain't never scared. But here's a touch of reaching in and face to face. Who makes no other glow when you first arrive? Make it clear to your ear that reaches a lot. Well, it's heavy in the back of every musical track. It keeps the crowd moving, going in the party pack. It keeps the jams jumping and a lot of the door. This is Reese's word, and that's for sure. Yeah, that's all you get for free, buddy.
Off
the top of the head right there.
Right there. That was amazing. I couldn't believe that. I didn't know I was getting a freestyle.
Let's go.
Hey, Reese, every time I see you, you're going to have to freestyle now. You
better
get
that ready. Exclusive.
That exactly one of one right there, son. If you don't think that is going to be on Real tonight, 100% it is. That is a real, yo. I can't wait. Oh man. Hey, Reese, you know what? I love it when a great thing comes together. Oh, well, you're not done because you still got to make some picks. But Jesus, that right there is the highlight. I was feeling bad. You have just made my day a 10. That was it right there. So that was great. I loved it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, all right. So we're going to move in real quickly to our terrible, terrible football picks. So we only got one pick. I had my phone. I done lost it. Got excited. All right. So... all right, fellas. So I'm gonna get y'all. So Coach and Matty Ice are gonna pick Reese. I know you know absolutely nothing about football because when I was on your show and you told me when you said that the Baltimore Colts was in the playoffs. So
no, I did not. I said Maryland had a football team before the Ravens.
Yeah. Okay.
The Colts.
Yeah, she was like the Colts. The Colts in Did the Colts win? She was like, did the Colts win in the playoffs? I was like, oh, Lord, let me get out of here. Nah, I was listening, but it's all good. Anyway, so, all right, so this is what I need for our first pick. Coach, I'm going to go ahead and handle this because I had picks up here. So first, we got to pick the winner of the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And then I need the over and under.
Mm-hmm.
And then I need a person who is guaranteed to score. That's going to be the three piece I want on that. So hold on. So I go ahead and pull it up. So who's going to win the Super Bowl? Reese, do you even know who's in the Super Bowl? Do we need to tell you?
What's the 49ers and the Bird team?
It's the Chiefs.
Kansas City.
No Bird.
I thought it was a red and white bird.
Nah, it's the Chiefs. Yeah.
Nah, that's the Cardinals.
It's all good.
They got similar colors, though. They got similar colors, but they are not the same.
Was the 49ers right? Is it the 49ers?
The 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
All right, so who's going to win?
The 49ers, because they have to, dig their way out of a hole. I think the 49ers are minors, so they're going to dig their way out the hole. And
you know what, Reese? I love you. I thought about giving you my pick. I think I'm going to take that back.
What's your pick?
Nah, I'm listening. Go ahead, Coach. I'm hoping they save me. Go ahead. If not, I'm still, my money got to go over.
Here's the problem. All right, so I think the Chiefs are going to win.
Okay.
And I would take the over.
All right, you're not going to explain why you think the Chiefs are going to win? The over is 47 and a half.
Because here's why. Because I think the Chiefs are going to run the ball all over the 49ers. I think Pacheco's your score. And I think the Chiefs are going to run the ball.
All right. Matty Ice, where you stand on that?
I'm going with the Chiefs for the win. And I'm going with the under 47.
Under? All right. Go ahead.
Yeah. See,
I'm listening.
I'm looking at Baltimore game. I think it's going to be the under. And I think I'm going to go with Kelsey for a touchdown, for a score.
For a touchdown.
Yeah.
All right. So, Reese, you might not know which call. So, you say 49ers. I need to know if you want the over or the under. So, the over means that both teams together will score over 47 and a half points.
Their combined scores.
Combined scores.
So
no, it ain't because combined because one people ain't going to get out of 14. They're going to be stuck with the 14 and the other team going to win with 23.
No.
So, that ain't 47. That's under there.
Hey, you can take them to score? Hold on. I'm about to write that down. I'm about to write that down. Hold on. So what was that score? 23-14? That's what you say that score is going to be? I'm about to bet on that. What did you say it was? 23-14?
It's going to be under 23 and 14.
Okay.
But,
so you take it.
But I think it's going to be the 49ers. I just feel like the 49ers, I'm just saying. And not because I saw that Snoop Doggy Dogg football movie over the weekend. You know,
I heard that joint was okay.
I thought it was cute. There's a lot of cussing in it, but
all right, so who do you want to score, Pacheco or Kelsey? They gotta do is score a touchdown.
Ain't Pacheco on the other team, the Chiefs?
Nah, they both Kansas City players.
Yeah. If you gonna pick the 49ers, Debo gonna score.
That's who.
Debo definitely.
Debo.
No, we win Kansas City and we going to under. We got Kansas City in the under.
I go with McCaffrey.
We going Kansas City to win in the under, so we should pick a Kansas City player because we still got them to win.
Yeah, but you got anytime touchdown, right? So you can pick whoever you want.
Well, the person that's going to score the least amount of touchdowns is the person I want to pick because I'm going Kansas City to win. So therefore, I'm saying they're going to score the most amount of touchdowns. So therefore, Pacheco or Kelsey. I understand what you're saying. I don't agree with the under, but I'm picking it. So which one is it? I just need this. No. I need Pacheco or Kelsey. That's all I want from you, Reese. Reese, pick one of those two.
Well,
please.
Kelsey.
All right.
Taylor Swift. I tell you.
He getting the touchdown.
Kelsey gonna score.
But that's why
in all honesty, both of them gonna score.
She not gonna be at the game, and he gonna choke up, and this is where he gonna fumble and mess up.
She at the game.
Girlfriend not gonna be in the stand.
She's 100% gonna be at the game. She's 100% gonna be at the game. You want to bet on that? I'll bet you any number she'll be at the game.
And she's gonna be writing a song about how her boyfriend lost to the 49ers.
All right, so that bet wins me 124. Okay, next we betting on heads or tails. Waiting. Anybody?
Tails.
Nah, Reese, heads or tails. I'm just taking your vote. I don't care about that.
You know I'm gonna go tails because I need some tails.
Tails. You always go tails.
Yeah. Rodney know why I go tails.
That's because you're missing one butt cheek. I get it.
He teased me all the time.
All right, so tails. That's only $9. I'm only put $10 on that. All right, so next, last but not least, I want. So we can go back to the whole thing. So I want 3 touchdown scores.
Debo.
Okay.
Kelsey.
All right. And Reese, you get the last one.
There's only one person left. That's Pacheco.
Nah, you don't have to pick Pacheco. You can pick other
anybody.
people. Anybody.
You can pick McCaffrey. You can pick Checo. If you go, the smartest pick is McCaffrey.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, either him or Pacheco.
McCaffrey is the 49ers.
Him or Pacheco.
So,
but McCaffrey, because he got the Mac in it. So I got to do McCaffrey.
So I got Pacheco, Samuels, and McCaffrey, right?
That's a big bet. If any of them hit 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's not a lot of money though. Shoot, it's only 111 off my $20 bet. All right.
For 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. For 3 of them, I'm surprised too. It's usually a lot more.
You saying one apiece?
No, each one of them have to score a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's anytime touchdown score.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying 3 total, like each.
Oh, no. I'm picking. So, all right, let's start over. Y'all ready?
Anytime touchdown score. That's about right.
I'm keeping my same.
It's still the same. Yeah, it's still the same. All right. We'll keep that.
You might as well add Kelsey to it and make it 4. If you go 4,
that's 5. That's right there. If you add McCaffrey,
you have Kelsey, Pacheco, Debo, and McCaffrey. That's 4.
It didn't help that much.
It didn't.
Well, actually, it did. It took it to $254.
Yeah.
For $20.
Yeah.
That's a 10. That's a 10x. That's a good. That's hey.
All right, so now we did that. My bet of the week for y'all, and I'm telling everybody now, is the Super Bowl. They got 2 weeks. A lot of these times, these guys have written or practiced all week. I've betted in the last few Super Bowls I've been winning, and that is first drive both teams for touchdowns. Because the first drive of every Super Bowl is super scripted. These guys have been practicing this forever. So, especially with these two very good offensive teams, I think that it's going to be a touchdown on both sides. If you put $20 on that, or 25, 20. I put 25. 25 on that, you'll win 300. If you go a touchdown, first offensive drive for both teams is a touchdown. $25 wins you 300. So that's my little nugget that I'm throwing out there for people if they want to bet. And you know, if it wins, just send me 10%. If it loses, this is only advice. Don't take it seriously. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just work here. I don't really make real decisions. But we're going to go ahead and end the show. I want to thank Reese for joining us. And, you know, definitely had a good time and definitely enjoy your show. Please make sure you follow her. Make sure you check her out on Facebook, Instagram, and also on YouTube, and follow her and support her. Make sure you follow her shows. I'm definitely going to put out her freestyle so everybody can check it out. And then I'm definitely going to put up all her shows that you can catch her up coming in soon. Do you want to tell us what shows you got coming up soon, Reese?
I got 3 of them coming up. One is going to be at Dimples Restaurant and Lounge. That's in Baltimore, Maryland. That's on March the 3rd. Oh, let me tell y'all, I don't have nothing really engagements for February and April. So if you want to hire me, you can. We could do a show, pick it up. Let's make some money. Boom. Okay.
All right.
The second one will be on March the 8th, right here at the what's that hotel right there beside Top Golf? Harbor Inn. Gwen got me on the show. It's Lawrence Owens. Gwen is hosting, myself, and I think Dave Carter is there. Some other people. I don't know everybody offhand. And then the next week on the 16th, I'll be in Baltimore again. Somewhere off of Utah Avenue. I don't know the name of that particular venue, but that's what Dave Carter, Laughing Lenny, and Gwen is hosting that one, and myself. So yeah, that was going to be all 3 of them going to be good. The first one, and like I said, in Baltimore, Dimples is going to be myself and Jay Brooks, hosted by Sandy Bernstein. Mm-hmm. So, and if you like, you know, hey, it's going to be good.
All right, Harborside Hotel, is that the one you're talking about?
Harborside Hotel is March the 8th.
Okay, March the 8th. And then, okay. Yeah. So we definitely going to check you out, support. Thank you for coming and joining us. And like I said, I was sending it out there. It's been another great episode of Dad Mentality. Next week is our season finale. Make sure y'all hit me in the DMs and let me know if you want to join us.
Can I tell you now?
Yeah, you're in. Okay. You're in. Don't worry. I already got you locked. There's one more spot gone. Yeah. So make sure you're ready. You know, hey, get your freestyles ready too. We might have to have a freestyle battle at the end.
Maddie, give me one of your sweatshirts so I can
No, you ain't getting that. Don't even expect to get that.
If you get it before us, it's gonna be a goddamn problem. I'll tell you that right now.
Y'all ain't up on stage, man. Y'all ain't up on stage, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Where I gotta go to get it? Because I want to wear it and be like, yeah, this is my man Maddie Ice. Yeah.
Come check us out. We in Temple Hills. I give you the info. We right in Temple Hills.
And then, Coach, I'm gonna bring my tax papers to you because you sound like you was H&R Block on the side. It's Coach Block.
You might want to, get some investment property. He'll go out. You in Baltimore, go check out one of his investment properties out there. You know what I'm saying? You might need an apartment out there to stay. You know, he got them, so. You know,
he might be the contractor. He don't go out there in Baltimore.
No, I know Baltimore. I know Baltimore better. I know DC.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's all good. Hey, thank y'all for joining us. It's another great episode. I appreciate y'all know. Check us out on all platforms, dad_mentality, Instagram, Facebook. Hey, I got so much good vibes from that oppression episode we did, man. This is, like I said, it's a real thing out here. Make sure you take care of yourself. So, like Mighty I say, man, stay in those good vibes. God bless. Good night.